procedures for the primary macular hole vitrectomy surgery. To start with, most commonly used autologous internal limiting membrane. After doing core vitrectomy, posterior vitreous detachment, and thorough inverted internal limiting membrane filling around the macular hole, the ILM is stuffed in multiple layers over the macular hole. Here, temporal internal limiting membrane flap is folded nasally to cover the macular hole, and part of the ILM is stuffed inside the macula. We used viscoelastic to stabilize and keep the folded ILM hinge over the macula. We also used autologous conjunctival graft as a stuffing material for closing the primary macular holes in few cases. Here we have used wet amniotic membrane graft and trying to bury it inside the macular hole, hoping that it will provide a scaffold to the surrounding retinal tissue, which can later go over the amniotic and ultimately leading to successful closure of the capsule of the same eye is isolated with the help of vitrectomy cutter and picked with the ILM tissue forceps. And later it is placed over the macular hole with the help of viscoelastic, and complete fluid air exchange was done. Whole blood is taken, centrifuge process is done, and later few drops of upper yellow part is taken in tuberculin syringe, which was used for closing the macular hole. Around 5 to 6 drops of autologous platelet-rich plasma is placed over the macular hole after complete fluid air exchange. Hoping this plasma will provide growth factors and will help in regeneration of the. We also tried autologous retinal graft for closing primary large idiopathic macular hole. After applying green laser in a chosen retinal part, it again thoroughly cauterized by the internal cautery, and later with the help of horizontal scissors, retinal patch graft is cut in a circular mirror over the laser part. Retinal graft is not fully separated from the bed. Some part of the retinal graft remain attached at the edge. Perfluorocarbon liquid is injected and retinal graft is shifted towards the macular hole area with the help of two internal limiting membrane forceps. Care was taken not to damage the central part of the retinal graft on either side. Finally, graft was kept covering whole macular area, and later fluid and PFCL was exchanged completely with the air. We took large graft, keeping in mind that graft can be shrunk to some extent in a post-operative follow-up. We hope that this autologous retinal graft will fit snugly and will help to rebuild and restoring the macular structure, resulting in anatomical closure as well as functional improvement in the form of visual acuity.
That was a good summary of all the material that you can put on the macula. I'm not sure of how much the conjunctiva has been tested. Are there studies that show that it can put something that will transmit light?
Yeah.
That is why we don't put sclera. It's an optic disc, but you can stuff in anything, that's fine. But on the macula, are there any studies for conjunctiva?
No, there is no study regarding the autologous or conjunctival graft.
Yeah.
Because it is a not transparent thing. It's a one partially opaque thing. So vision is not going to be there in some cases.
Yep.
But that is what we trying to study. That if conjunctiva is buried inside the macular hole, and after few years or after few months, there is a chance that conjunctival growth factors can lead to overgrowth of the retinal layers over the conjunctiva. That is what
What about
happening in the amniotic membrane also.
But what about the flora of the conjunctiva? You're putting in all the flora
Yeah.
of the...
You're taking something from
I have taken from the same eye and keep it in the distilled water. Then we have kept it inside.
That is perfectly fine.
Yes.
And a thing about the retinal autograph that you did, now that we have published it in Retina also, one is that you put in the PFC, you did a good thing by keeping a part of it attached over there. Okay. It's always good to make a small detachment there. It makes the cutting easier with a 38 gauge cannula.
Yeah.
And then once you fill in the PFCL, take it beyond the site of the graft. After that, you just slide it under the PFCL. Don't let the graft free. If it flips, you will never know which side is up, which side is down.
We did it like that also, but it was something different. That's what I want to show. So that is what that video is kept here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Scleral patch would be a retinal detachment with a big macular hole just to keep the retina on. But for visual acuity,
You might as well do laser then.
yeah, even that
You
is
might as
also
well laser the hole if your idea is just to close
just
the
to,
hole.
yeah. So only just for
Why put in something that is not
anatomical closure.
tested and approved
Agreed.
over that?
Agreed.